Power English.
Welcome to the show.
Hello, everyone. I'm Kristen Joe.
I'm Cameron Word.
We have a very special dialogue ahead of us because I think it's very important to cover some of the English interview questions, job interview questions, because these days all companies seem to have an English job interview.
They do.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I know why. They want all of their employees to have a certain level of English.
Right.
I can't imagine.
Oh.
If I was in America and they were like, okay, now we'll do your Spanish interview question.
Oh, no.
I could never.
Never. So we're covering a question each week. And so the question that we're going to have the answers for is, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Yes.
There are some very typical common questions that you can hear in the job interviews.
Yes.
So where can you see yourself in 5 years? Or where can you see yourself in 10 years at our company?
Yes.
You know, they want to see what kind of dreams you have. What kind of plans do you have?
Yeah. They want to know where you're going.
Yeah.
Because, let's be honest, American companies, they're probably not going to train you. So they need to see that you are going to push yourself in some direction because they ain't going to do anything.
Yeah. Well, they want to see a person who has vision for themselves. That's what they're asking, right? So here are some expressions that we're going to cover.
Yes.
Make or have an impact on something or someone.
Yeah.
Have an impact.
To have an impact means that you have influenced something because of the work you've done, the way you've helped. You've changed that person or that thing for good or bad.
All right. Work your way up.
To work your way up means that you're starting maybe low in a company or low in a profession. And through working hard and gaining experience, you get promotions, you become higher up the ladder, so to speak.
That's right. And if you fall short.
If you fall short, it means that you just didn't meet the standard. There was an expectation, there was a goal, and you didn't achieve it. Yeah,
this is a very good biz term. It's a biz vocab, really. To fall short. Oh, this report falls short. So we'll find out more on how it's used.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and listen to our dialogue first.
Megatech is focused on the future of technology. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Lizzie?
I plan to be here, making an impact on Megatech's success.
And how do you plan to do that in just 5 years?
I'll work my way up through the ranks with my innovative approach to design, strong work ethic, and leadership skills.
And why do you think Megatech is the best place for you to do that?
Most other companies fall short in the area of tech innovation.
Here we go. So Peter says Megatech is focused on the future of technology. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Lizzie? So here's the big question. What are you going to do in 5 years? Yeah. Where are you going to be? What are you going to do? That's basically what she's asking. And what does Lizzie say?
Lizzie says, I plan to be here, making an impact on Megatech's success.
Good answer, Lizzie. Yeah. I plan to be here. Okay. Because you don't want to say I plan to obviously move to a bigger company.
It's true.
You don't
Although I have people that say they don't talk about the company they're going to be at.
Yeah.
I plan to be a senior executive at a company.
Okay.
They don't give the actual company's name.
All right. So, I'd like to be a senior executive in 5 years.
Yeah.
So it could be here or it could be at another company.
Yes.
Keep it general. But here, she says, I plan to be here. I like this answer. Making an impact on Megatech's success.
Yes.
So if you have an impact on a company, what does this mean?
It means that through your work, you are influencing that company. So if she's making an impact on the success, it means that because she's a hard worker, because of the things she does, Megatech is succeeding. She's making an impact on their success.
Yeah. So if it's a nice way of saying, like, I'm going to work hard and I'm going to make this company successful.
Right. The work I do will be valuable.
Yes. And Peter says,
and how do you plan to do that in just 5 years?
Okay, so here's another question. How do you plan to do that in just 5 years?
Yes.
So 5 years can be a long time, but it can also be a short time.
Yes.
If you want to make an impact. So he's like, how is this going to happen?
Yeah, he uses the phrase, how do you plan to? So this phrase is used very often when you are talking about things like, what are your plans for the next 5 years?
Yes.
And basically what he's saying is, what is your strategy for doing this thing?
Right. It's not so much, don't focus on the word plan.
Yes.
Because plan in Korean means 계획, right? You already have a plan, but it's more about the strategic plan.
Yeah.
How you're going to develop that plan.
It's basically like saying, oh, great. You've got a dream. That's cute. How are you really going to do it?
Yes, yes. So how do you plan to do that in just 5 years? And Lizzie says, I'll work my way up through the ranks with my innovative approach to design, strong work ethic, and leadership skills. This is a lot, but let's break it up. I'll work my way up through the ranks. This is a very ambitious person.
Right, they are. So to work your way up means to slowly climb up something. And the phrase that she uses here, work her way up through the ranks, I think that whole phrasing is very common.
I agree.
It means that often you're going to start at the bottom of an organization, you're going to work hard and get a promotion, then get another promotion, then get another promotion.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So this reminds me of the military, where there are ranks.
Yes.
There's like the soldiers, and there's like captain, and there's a colonel, and then general, and it just goes up the rank, right?
Yeah.
And that's the whole idea. There are these higher positions up this like ladder.
Yes.
And so you are working your way up. It's like one by one, you're getting higher and higher and higher.
Yeah, it's the opposite of nakasan. You're not being dropped into the company up high.
Yes.
You're working from the bottom up.
Right, from the bottom up.
Yes.
So work your way up through the ranks. Actually, that's like one big phrase right there. And then with her innovative approach to design. So her design is going to be very new and cutting edge. Strong work ethic. I like this. You should know this. Work ethic.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a word I've actually talked to my Korean friends with.
Yeah.
And I can never find an exact translation of.
Yeah.
But it's the feeling that hard work is important because it's important. Like, it's not the accomplishment of the work you're doing, but the fact that you're working hard, that is the value.
Right. I can't think of a Korean expression that has this exact meaning. But when you say he has a strong work ethic, it means that he is a very hard worker.
Right.
Yeah.
He isn't trying to do things easy.
No, that's
He's
right.
trying to do the work correctly.
That's right. And I have to say, I have a very strong work ethic.
I think you do. You
I
work
do.
hard.
I work really hard.
I couldn't do it. I have a terrible work ethic.
Oh, no, you work hard, Cameron. Come on.
But the feeling with work ethic is that even if you're not going to be paid a lot, even if you're not going to get a reward or recognition, you're going to do it because you feel that working hard is important.
Is important. It's part of your philosophy.
Yes.
Okay. So Peter says, why do you think Megatech is the best place for you to do that? So why should you do that here? And what does Lizzie say?
Most other companies fall short in the area of tech innovation.
What is she saying?
So whenever you use the standard of tech innovation, other companies aren't good. There's a standard that every company should meet, and they fall short, meaning they do not reach that standard.
So if you fall short in something, it means that you're not quite fulfilling the requirement.
Right.
Not fulfilling the responsibility.
Yes.
Like you're under the standard.
Do not meet expectations.
Got it. Okay. Let's go ahead and listen to that one more time.
Megatech is focused on the future of technology. Where do you see yourself in 5 years, Lizzie?
I plan to be here, making an impact on Megatech's success.
And how do you plan to do that in just 5 years?
I'll work my way up through the ranks with my innovative approach to design, strong work ethic, and leadership skills.
And why do you think Megatech is the best place for you to do that?
Most other companies fall short in the area of tech innovation.
Time for Power Note. We're on pages 64 and 65. If you make or have an impact on something, it means that you affect or influence something or someone.
You've changed it.
You've changed it. And it's not just a little. It's pretty forceful.
Yeah.
Okay? How do you think my presentation went?
It was great. Your speech made an impact on everyone.
It really, changed their way of thinking, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe they're encouraged to go do something now.
Yeah.
Maybe you made them cry.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
If a movie makes an impact on you,
Yeah.
maybe it makes you cry, makes you emotional.
Right.
To change your thoughts and way of thinking.
I tell you, that's why sometimes, when you watch documentaries about, the environment, it does make an impact. And you think, oh, I didn't know that. I should do better.
Yeah.
Okay. The company's decision to eliminate the night shift had an impact on 30 employees.
Oh, yeah. So it changed something for 30 employees.
Yeah.
Now, that could be a good thing because, they don't have to work night shift anymore. But it could also mean 30 people lost their job.
Yes.
That is a big impact on people's lives.
Right. So it could be good or it could be really bad.
Yeah.
So they say little things can have a big impact.
Yes.
And so that's why these sort of tech companies, big tech companies, the way they treat their employees, like they give them good food, they give them a day or an afternoon to just play, so that they can get more creative. Those things that they do have a very big impact on the employees and their creativity. I heard.
Right. Well, if you think of different companies or professions that make an impact, things like teachers on young children can have a big impact.
Sure.
Bosses can have a big impact on the new employees at a company.
Could you say Power English has a big impact on people learning English?
Oh, I know. All the messages we get from fans on our social media accounts, it definitely, I think, makes an impact on people.
Well, I tell you, I still remember my third grade teacher, elementary school, and she had a big impact on me.
Really?
She even invited me over to her house, and she had a lovely house, and she would show Disney movies with a real
like the old time
projector, movie projector. I still remember it.
That's amazing. What was her name?
Anconi.
Mrs. Anconi. Was she Italian?
I don't know. I don't know. But you see, that sort of thing can have an impact on a young girl.
Yeah.
Right? So that's how teachers can have an impact on their students.
Definitely.
Yeah. All right. Great. If you work your way up to something, it means you start low position, and then you get to a high position.
Yes.
How did you work your way up to management so fast?
I worked extra hours and learned everything I needed to know.
If you know the right people, working your way up will be much easier.
It's so true.
Connections is everything.
It's all, in a company, it's all about the friends you have in your company.
Yeah, that's right. It's interesting. A lot of people at EBS, you know, a lot of the teachers, they come in new, they have their own show. But for me personally, Cameron, I kind of worked my way up. I started as a reporter. I did co-host positions for many, many years. And then finally, I was kind of the main host of Power English.
Yeah.
I worked my way up.
I think this is often more common in Korea. Everyone kind of starts at the bottom, and you have to spend that time working hard. And then you slowly get your promotions.
Right. So you can work your way up in the company. Now, is there can we use this anywhere else except for a job, or is it most commonly in the business?
I think it's most commonly in the business. However, you can use it for any type of item that you are going from the bottom to the top. So if you're making a cake, you start from the bottom and you work your way up.
So maybe you can just make a basic cake, and then you can work your way up to a 3-tier cake.
Yeah, you could do like a more complex cake.
Right.
But even in one cake, let's say you design the bottom of the cake and then you pile on top and you design the top after, you would start at the bottom and work your way up.
Very good. All right. So fall short is to not meet the standard requirement. Okay? So how were last month's sales?
We fell short of our goal by $20,000.
Okay. So the standard or the goal was a certain amount.
Right.
But you fell short. You didn't reach that goal.
Right.
The latest model of smartphone fell short of my expectations. So if something falls short of your expectations, your expectations are up here, but it falls short.
Right. Did not match the expectations.
So you were disappointed. It fell short of my expectations.
Yes.
All right. Our power pattern today is, how do you plan to?
You've got a goal. What's your strategy?
What's your strategy?
How are you going to get that goal?
That's right. How do you plan to pay back the loan?
Yes. How do you plan to get to the airport tomorrow?
Yeah.
Are you taking a bus? You taking a train? Taxi?
Yeah. How do you plan to?
Yeah.
Give me the specifics.
Taking a boat.
Okay. And really important word today is work ethic. Meaning, like, if you have a strong work ethic, it means that you are a very hard worker and you think that hard work is very important.
Yeah, you get value from just working hard.
Great. Let's thank our sponsor.